Hey guys, NCS Fan 001 here, welcoming you to the start of Let's Play 19. LEGO Star Wars the video game to 100%. This will be approximately 30 parts long. So, without further ado, you guys get to hear my PS2 that sounds like it's going to explode again, and maybe you'll even pick up the Sony symbol again. So, let's start up a new game. Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. So, LEGO Star Wars, it takes place from the first 3 episodes, chronologically, not historically. While I personally liked the second trilogy much better, including both the game for it and, of course, the movies of, like, the original movies, much better. This game is much easier to 100%, and the second one I can't even 100% because there's a glitch in my game that prevents me from doing it. So, this is our hub world, and actually I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit more. I thought it was a little bit louder than this. Okay, so this is the hub world of the game. You move around with the left control stick. This is being done on PS2. Right control stick does camera somewhat. X lets you jump. Hitting it twice while you're a Jedi makes you double jump. Square pulls out your lightsaber, or whatever your weapon is, and continuing to hit it makes you do attacks. You can do a jump attack as well, or a double jump attack. Circle does the force on objects with light on them. Pretty simple. R1 and R2 and L1 and L2 are not actually helpful yet, and you can also use the directional pad to move around if you so feel like it. So, basically here's what's lying around in the diner. This is the buying place bar thing. You can buy a bunch of hints, which aren't really... I might as well go ahead and buy them. Because they're all totally useless, but they're part of the 100% completion. So now we're going to save over Game 3. So pretty much in this game, studs, the things that you've been seeing me collect, are basically the money, the currency of the game. They aren't really... They mainly... I'm not going to be buying that much stuff aside me... She was just like raping that stool. That's a great way to start it off. You can buy other characters to use, and we will definitely be buying some other characters throughout the game. Why not go ahead and buy Mr. Gonk Droid? There's also extras, which I'll be showing those off in like an extras video. The only one I'm going to buy, though, probably is the mini-kit detector, because it does make the game somewhat easier. Now, this game does have a co-op element. You can play through it in 2-player split-screen co-op. Actually, it's not split-screen, technically, because it's both on the same screen. You can switch to other characters by hitting triangle. You never want to play as the Gonk Droid, though. He's invincible, but he's slow attack and he doesn't have any weapons. Now, out here, we have the parking lot. Now, none of this is actually going to be important just yet. And obviously, there's no longer going to be any stat trackers in games like this, so let's go ahead and jump off the edge for our first death. Goodbye. So yeah, these are all going to be for mini-kits. I'll get into those a little bit later. This game is unique to the LEGO series because it was A, the one that started the series up, and B, it had some differences to it than the other LEGO Star Wars games, or even the other LEGO games in general. It's the only one to where if you exit a level in the middle of it, you don't keep any mini-kits that you may have found, any mini-kit pieces, which is really, really annoying. That was something I didn't like about it, compared to the future games, that is. So yeah, there's various force things you can interact with. Let's kill the Gonk Droid or knock him over. Qui-Gon, please hit him. So that's that, and then, what else was the other major one? Oh yeah, studs are a lot harder to get in this game. There's a lot less of them, but then again, everything's a lot less expensive. So, let's start up Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Chapter 1, Negotiations. After this first chapter, though, I'm not going to read these anymore. Turmoil has engulfed the Galactic Republic. With a blockade of deadly battleships, the Trade Federation has stopped all shipping to the small planet of Naboo. The Supreme Chancellor has secretly dispatched Jedi Knights Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi to the battle to settle the conflict. I won't be showing those anymore after this, though. I can't remember if you can skip cutscenes or not, and I'm not going to try it. So I'm going to go ahead and shut up for the cutscenes. Yes, this game has Lego physics and Lego humor, which makes it so great. I love games like this when you can just sort of screw around and have a lot of fun. It is one of those games where you can really screw around and have a lot of fun in. Okay, so I think this game actually had achievements on like the 360. It may have been re-released for 360 or something. I think the second one at least did. So yeah, it is a different game from some of the others, but it really is a lot of fun. So studs, as I said before, the currency, the little silver ones are worth 10, the golds are worth 100, the blues are worth 1,000. In later games, there was a fourth one called a purple stud that was worth 10,000, but this game does not have that. Now that meter that's filling up at the top, that is the True Jedi meter. You have to fill that up for every single mission in the game in order to unlock the bonus mission and get, 100%. So Jedi special ability is the Force. Other characters have different special abilities. So these are battle droids, a basic enemy throughout this series because, well, they were the main enemy for the first 2 episodes. Episode 3, you started to see other enemies. As a Jedi, if you hit square at just the right time, you can deflect laser blaster shots. So, yes, let's do this. So let's see what's in here, okay? We can't go in there just yet. We're going to need a special character to do that. Well, not really a special character. We're going to be getting that character very soon, actually. So if we go in here, we're going to kill the little PK droid just because we're jerk. So now we're going... Yeah, they just keep respawning, so it doesn't matter. So you can hit that thing with the Force and get a good chunk of studs out of it. This is a decent chapter to grind for studs in because it has a fair amount more than some of the other chapters. In the main game, no missions really have a whole lot of studs. The bonus mission you can get 100,000 studs in the bonus mission. So that's about the only mission that you can really grind for studs in, unfortunately. So we're going to push Obi-Wan off. If you die, you lose, I think it's 2,000 studs, but they spill out on the ground to where you can get them. You can re-get them, I mean. Yeah, if you hit circle while there's no Force anywhere, items nearby, you can holster your weapon. Okay, so that's a mini-kit piece. A canister, as they were called by the guide for this game. Those hearts replenish your health, obviously. You can take 4 hits, or the 4th hit you die. Obi-Wan. So those canisters that we collected, as you can see here, those are the main collectible for helping to get the 100% in this game. Basically, there are 10 in each mission, and once you collect all 10 of them, you will be able to build the mini kit. You also, I think, get a fair amount of studs as a bonus, but primarily it's to build all the mini kits outside, which is for the 100% purpose. Yep, deflection. Epic. So yeah, you can do that jump smash on these and you can do a lot more damage. That one needs an R2-D2 style droid, which I believe is called an astromech droid, but these are protocol droids, or the, like, C-3PO. Lizard Guy knows a ridiculous amount about Star Wars. You'd be very surprised. Like, he has, like, the entire expanded universe. Let's grab that. Aha! So we could go back, but there's no real point because protocol droids, while they are not usually attacked by enemies, they go really, really slowly in terms of walking speed, so they just aren't really worth it. So let's take Obi-Wan Kenobi out for a spin. He has a blue lightsaber, and let's grab a few more studs. So yeah, each mission has a different True Jedi requirement on the top. Just a different amount of studs that you need to collect. Yeah, circle to interact with the panels, as you might have seen there and heard there. Alright, let's hit these. Now, some of those mini-kit pieces, though, you cannot get in the story mode, and you'll have to come back for them in free-play mode. I'll go more into that a little bit later, probably after this. That was weird. Yeah, you can't get all of them in story mode. You're going to have to go back in free-play mode to get some of them. Because free-play mode basically makes it so you can select any character you want. Now, any of those cheat-style items, whether or not you want to call them cheats, the extras as they were called, you can do it any time in the game, and once you achieve True Jedi, as far as I know, you can't lose it. I have never lost it before. So, pretty much, you can go back into the same chapters again, but when you go back into them, you can play as pretty much any character you have unlocked. Well, actually, you'll select your main character, and then the game will auto-select the rest of them. Because different characters have different abilities, such as Jedi are the only ones who can double jump and do the Force. Certain characters can jump higher. Certain blaster characters have basically an ascension gun with them, which you only saw, I think, in the first movie. But those basically go up and they allow you to jump up. They're basically grappling hooks, okay? The different droids do different things. Some characters are small enough to fit into small spaces, stuff like that. There are a lot more abilities added in the later games, but in this game, it's relatively simple. I mean, this is by far the simplest game in the series. I would have preferred to have done 100% of LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, because as I said before, it's a better game based off the better set of movies. It's not horribly more complicated, but it is harder. It is a harder game, though, in general, just to play. And as I told you guys before, there's a glitch in the game that prevents me from being able to 100% it, which is quite unfortunate. So now these are droidicas. To kill them, you either have to hit their shield enough times to disable it, and then smash them to death, or you can alternatively deflect bullets back at them. So whichever one you feel better about doing. I think a single downward smash, though, will destroy the shield instantly. So let's go ahead and activate these. However, I believe there's another canister or two we can get in here. We're not going to be going back into free play, though, until probably we finish episode 1 completely. Just because once you finish episode 1, you should have all the different character types you need. Aside maybe from a Dark... No, you can have a Dark Force character. What the heck am I saying? Yeah, Dark Force characters are one of the tougher ones to get because there's only a few of them in the game. Those are the characters that are on the dark side of the Force, obviously. So that would be like Darth Sidious, Count Dooku, Darth Maul, and Darth Vader, who is in this game, but not until much, much later, obviously. Oh, wait, let's hit that. And that. And that. And that. So now that we've jumped up to this, you're going to want to jump onto this platform, just barely. Why is it not moving? You jerkface, you were supposed to make it move. Oh well, screw it, we'll get it later. Oh, maybe, I got a better idea. Okay, you know what, screw it, I'm not going to waste my time with that. We'll just get it later when we have a droid that is capable of going over there. So now, these are switches you have to have all your characters stand on to disable them. Alright, let's just cut our way through this final group of droids. I don't like using that attack too much because it doesn't always work that well. I kind of want to get up here for that blue stud, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that. So instead, let's switch over to C-3PO. Well, actually, no, this is TC-13, I think is the name. It's not C-3PO, though. It's a different protocol droid. So yeah, the cutscenes in this game have no dialogue, really, but they're still fun to watch. And that's it. Episode 1's first mission is complete, which now allows us to go to Episode 2 or 3 if we wanted to do it out of order. But we're not going to do that, because that would just be stupid. So, we get our first Super Kit piece. Nice. And we get our studs. Yay. There's no way to skip this, I don't think, in story mode. I think you can skip all the stuff in free play mode, though. Should have 4 pieces, I believe. Alright, we could have probably gotten 5, but oh well. So let's just head back to the diner real quick. But pretty much now, if we wanted to play out of order, we could go to episode 2 or 3 now. But we're obviously not going to be doing that, because that would just be silly. Nice. Episodes 2 and 3 are open. That's the bonus level, but I'm not going to spoil anything about it just yet. It has to do with the Super Kit, though, that's the hint, and please don't spoil it for anyone else, but you'll be able to figure out what it is. You'll easily be able to figure out what it is pretty early on. So yeah, that mission actually does have a lot of studs compared to the others. If you want to enter cheat codes here, you can. And actually, I'm not going to be buying every single thing on this file. I'm going to show them off on a different file because I'm not going to grind the studs necessary to do it, okay, guys? I'm sorry, I'm just not going to do it. So I'm going to be spending all my studs on characters and stuff anyway. So, actually, no, I just want to show one last quick thing. If you head back into a mission, you can see either replay story or free play. Free play allows you to, as I said before, select which characters you want to play as, but we're not going to do that just yet because we don't have enough characters. So, next time, we will begin. We will hopefully, I'm hoping to get through like one mission a video. Invasion of Naboo. So, see you guys then.